So far, we have won every single game in the La Liga season. However, today we have our toughest challenge yet. We face Barcelona away from home in our first ever El Clasico as Real Madrid manager. Hey guys, and welcome back to the 5th episode of the Real Madrid FM21 Save, where today we are facing Barcelona away from home in the El Clasico match, and then we are facing Atalanta in our third game in the Champions League season. If you guys are enjoying the series so far, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. It would be amazing to get to 1,000 subscribers at some point in the future of this channel. Make sure that you do smash that like button as well, so a ton of people watch this video. Can we please get 8 likes on today's episode? That would be incredible. And since last time, we have been doing insanely well, just like I said, especially in the Champions League. A 4-2 win with a rotated squad against Chelsea, and then a 7-0 win against Borussia Mönchengladbach. And you know how in the last few episodes we've been struggling with, taking our chances. It's not really an issue at the moment. Odegaard scoring 3, Jovic scoring 3, and Valverde scoring 1, and focusing play down the centre seems to be doing an absolutely brilliant job at this current point in time, as well as in the league, winning every single game that we have played off camera. Just realised that we haven't played a single game in the league off camera, but that's positive that we've won both of the Champions League matches. And I'm not going to waste any more time. We're going to jump straight into the game against Barcelona. I know it's why you've all come here, and so I'm going to give it to you. This is the squad that we're going with. I'm fairly confident this is our best squad possible. Benzema, Odegaard, Hazard, Dybala, Casemiro, Modric, Carvajal, Ramos, Varane, Mendy and Courtois. A couple of players in there that could definitely be in and around that starting lineup could be Depay, Asensio, Jovic even. We've also got Valverde, who probably deserves a wee shout in there. Manquillo has played a few games. I mean, I'm not saying he's starting quality, but he's played 2 games and he played very well in both of them, so I'm just putting it out there. So I think it is a very good 11, but I like that we have the options of other people. Unfortunately, Isco is someone that has not exactly impressed me, but a goal and an assist out of 4 games is not terrible. But I think I did say that I was going to jump into this game against Barcelona, and luckily I've realised that we were on a positive mentality, because I just have a feeling about going positive against Barcelona at their stadium, and I just, something about it makes me feel like it's not going to go great at Camp Nou, and we're going to have to take a look at the squad that we're versing tonight. I want us to keep the run going. Hopefully that motivates them enough. They should be motivated enough to come away with the wins, and they haven't brought in a single new player. They still have a very good squad. Like, let's not downplay this, despite the fact that they've not brought in any new faces. They are still Barcelona. We did concede a goal in the game just before last against Chelsea. In fact, we conceded 2, so the first 2 of the entire season. But I'm hoping that we can keep a clean sheet once again today to keep our goalless clean sheet record run, whatever you want to call it, going, at least in the La Liga season. And early on, we have a brilliant opportunity. That ball comes straight through to Dybala, and you have to be saying he should be doing a wee bit better from that position, but it is an early warning sign for the Barcelona side, and I'm hoping that that is going to be a sign of things to come for us, as they are not getting any shots. Well, Football Manager just mugging me off, getting a shot for them straight away, and now they're on the attack, and it could be their second opportunity to score a goal here. Coutinho playing it back to Pjanic, and they are knocking it around with some confidence. That didn't show a whole lot of confidence, but to be fair, they've gotten it straight back. Fati into Pjanic. They have such a good lineup of players. Pjanic, maybe not the best man in the world. I personally think they should have never gotten rid of Arthur. But Ousmane Dembele goes for an absolutely wondrous effort. He's brilliant on the left and right hand foot, and you have to be careful with either one of them. But he does shoot that one on the left hand side, and luckily for us, it goes just wide of the post. I think this is a game that I'd probably take a draw for. It's a hard one, especially away from home. We are in the form to be able to win this one, so I'm not going to complain if we come away with all 3 points. But if I could pick before this game, I would definitely take a draw. A 1-1, 2-1, 0-0 draw, any sort of draw, 10-10. That would be entertaining, to say the least. That would be a good thing to chuck into the name of the video, maybe even the thumbnail. Actually, I don't edit thumbnails in this one. Let's focus on the game. Pjanic playing it out wide to Sergio Roberto, playing it into Ousmane Dembele. I think it was offside. He wasn't, and Griezmann's in there, and they've scored their first goal against us for the season, and that is the first goal we've conceded all year. And I can't tell if it's against the run of play. It's been even-ish, but no, there's no way Ousmane Dembele's offside. I have no idea what I was on about there. But it's unlucky because the ball has deflected off our player to go straight into Griezmann's path, and he just slots it home. And that's enough to give them the lead going into half-time. And it's not exactly against the run of play, but 4 shots to our 6. We still have a higher XG than them. You would expect us to be the team that are on top at this current point in time. Unfortunately, Hazard's not having the best day at the office right now, so I'm going to bring him off and bring Memphis Depay on that left-hand side. Hazard's not impressed me very much. He's not been the best player. You know, he's in the thumbnail for every single video. I want him to be performing like a man that's in the thumbnail for every single video, and we do have an opportunity now. Obviously, Hazard's not going to score because I did take him off because he hasn't been playing like someone that's meant to be in the thumbnail. Casemiro, back to Varane, back to, well, it's kind of more across to Sergio Ramos, and now it was back to Sergio Ramos. I was just predicting the future there. Dybala trying to whip a ball and finds Memphis Depay. Doesn't actually find Memphis Depay. He's not exactly the tallest man of all time, but he's on the ball now, and we're knocking it around with a fair bit of confidence, and we try probably to go a wee bit more direct than we necessarily should be. And now it's Barcelona who are attacking us on the counter. Dembele's knocked it past, and this is exactly how we conceded the first time. But luckily for us, the cross this time goes straight into the path of Courtois, who can collect it. We have an XG of 1.14. You would have expected us to have scored by now. I'm going to make a change to bring us onto a positive mentality. And I'm going to have to take Odegaard off just because of his tired legs. And the man to come on is going to be Tete on that right-hand side. Move Dybala into central attacking midfielder. And actually, I'm going to switch around Depay to be an attacking inside forward. I mean, for some reason, Hazard's stats do actually suit being a supporting inside forward, which surprises me based off how many goals he scores in real life. But in this game, I think it might be more suited to play him like that. But Depay, being the striker that he is probably going to want to be an attacking player. Jordi Alba on the ball for them, and it could be another opportunity for them to hit us on the break. Luckily, Carvajal does collect his back to Sergio Ramos. Don't ask me why the gameplay is slightly jittery. It's not my fault, I swear. Tete's running in field, coming off the bench. He's got fresh legs. He plays it through, but doesn't find anyone. But luckily, it does come back out to us. Modric can't collect it there. And Braithwaite's on the ball. Come on, we're losing the ball to Braithwaite here. And can we tackle him? We do. Modric. That's why we were insulting Braithwaite. He's easy to tackle. Dybala plays it through to Benzema. He almost scores, but I'm pretty sure he was offside anyway. He was. And with only a couple minutes to go, I think we could be receiving our first loss of the season. And you have to say, it would be a completely undeserved loss. So I'm going to try and make a final substitution to make sure that that doesn't happen. Valverde is going to be the man to come on. He's going to be an attacking Mazzala. And let's just hope that we can find a way to get ourselves one more chance, one more opportunity, one goal to get ourselves back onto level terms. I said I'd take a draw, and we are seeing an opportunity straight after I make that substitution. Neto to play it out. Doesn't find PK, and Memphis Depay's through. Boys and girls, Neto's had a mare, and we have only gone and scored and pounced on the opportunity. And in the 90th minute, we are 1-1 against Barcelona at their home stadium. Of course, my flatmate knocks on my door when that happens, though. Like, I'm trying to celebrate this goal here. Apparently, we're having a party on Saturday night. I just can't be bothered. I'm not attending. But with a couple minutes to go, I've realised I'm still on attacking duty. I started talking about my personal life too much, and that's a sign that I should stop doing that. And the throw on goal, Griezmann, and goes for the shot, and Courtois comes back and manages to make a save. I'm going to stay on positive because I think we've got the momentum at this point in time. I mean, that shot from them makes me think that maybe the momentum could be with them a wee bit, but we're still on the attack. And Memphis Depay's played it over to Benzema, and he scored in the last few seconds. We've gone 2-1 up against Barcelona. And that mistake from Neto has caused a chain reaction that has led to us scoring 2 goals in the last, 7 minutes. I'm bad at maths. Memphis Depay being the best substitution I've ever made. Mate, he's a brilliant signing. £20 million, you can't go wrong with him. Why are you not signing him in all of your saves? Beautiful ball over. He gets the goal. He's got an injury now. He's putting everything on the line for this club. And we've managed to come away with the win. And how you've given Benzema best performer over Depay, how Depay doesn't have a 9.0 rating, absolutely baffles me. But we have come away with a win in the most dramatic of fashions. at the end of the El Clasico, the first El Clasico for us. I thought that was going to be the chance for Griezmann to score to get that winner. I mean, it was a chance for Griezmann to score and get the winner, but we've managed to win the 6th game on the trot. And Koeman has been troubled by rival defeat. Mate, you should feel troubled. You were 1 goal up, and then in the 90th minute, Depay, he came on and he managed to get the goal, and he does get the Player of the Match award. If he didn't get that, it would have been broad daylight robbery. 3 goals and 1 assist in 4 games, and 2 of them were off the bench, mate. He's an absolute gem. God among men. We're sending the assistant, which is probably not the most intelligent thing ever to do. But come on, like, if you can be bothered doing the press conferences at this point of Football Manager 2021, I applaud you. I'm lazy. I've got things to do. Got better things to do with my life. And we're going to jump into our next game of the season, which is against Atalanta as our 3rd game in the Champions League. I cannot believe we just beat Barcelona in that fashion. 90th minute and 93rd minute. You can't say we didn't deserve it though, like, let's all be honest here. Boys and girls, this Spanish media, they know what they're on about, they know their stuff. Memphis Depay, Player of the Month, me, Manager of the Month, and then, well, I'm getting praise for it. I love Spain. Boys and girls, life is cruel. Just as he's become a legend for the club. He's out for 6 days or 2 weeks. I don't know what we're going to do. Well, I actually do know what we're going to do. I've literally made the substitutions. And now we're facing Atalanta away from home. And we're going on a balanced mentality again. And this is the squad that we're going with. Jovic, Odegaard stays in the 11 because I want him to get some nice stats in the league. Well, in the Champions League once again. Tete is in there. Asensio, Valverde, Fernandinho, Manquillo. Eder Militao got there eventually. Garcia, Marcelo, and Courtois. And unfortunately, that does mean that our main man, Memphis Depay, is out of the squad, but PP is back into the 11, and by back into the 11, I mean in the 11 for literally the first time in his entire career. I had a comment about him, so shout out to the man that made the comment. I can't remember your name, I'm really sorry, but shout out to you, mate. Thank you for mentioning him. I did kind of know about him beforehand, but didn't really know that he was going to be, you know, one of the best players in the world one day. They've got a solid 11, but I'd say that Atalanta are the weakest of the sides that we are facing in this division. However, they are level with us on points right now, so maybe we shouldn't be underestimating them perhaps as much as I am at this current point in time, but we'll see what happens in this game. Hopefully we can come away with the win. Odegaard already is looking tired. He must have picked up a slight knock or something like that. Valverde, again, they are really not playing nice in this game, and we haven't had a single shot. Now we have, and Asensio's hit the post. What a way to get our first shot. Jovic trying to find a way to get it into the mixer, but we do end up winning a corner from it. Not a terrible opportunity for us. I've moved to a positive mentality to hopefully get ourselves a wee bit more of an attacking threat, because currently it is Atalanta attacking us, but Odegaard goes for that shot there. It's almost gone into the back of the net, but luckily for them, it's a fine save by their goalkeeper. He tries to whip in a corner now, doesn't find anyone, and surely that's going to be the end of the opportunity. 2 shots from that, that's not too bad. I don't complain about that at all. And now we're on the ball once again in the right sort of area. Manquillo looking to play it in. He plays it back to Fernandinho, back to Odegaard. Finds its way to Fernandinho after a poor tackle. Well, it was a good tackle, but just, you know, poor execution of collecting the ball afterwards. Marcelo running towards them, and he's trying to find a ball. He does find it. Odegaard's there on the turn. Asensio on the follow-up, and it is 1-0, and that is against the runner play. This is the first time I think I'm able to actually say, yeah, we maybe don't deserve to be winning this game, but I'm not going to complain. I hope that you're not going to complain either, because it is 3 points right now as things stand. And if they update the score, yep, there we go. 3 points ahead of everyone else. And it does look like we are going to be topping the group at this point in time. If things keep going exactly how they have been going so far, I'm going to tell them that I'm happy with the performance out there. Let's give them some confidence. I'm probably going to bring Odegaard off in just a second, because I don't know, he hasn't recovered from that injury. I swear he had full fitness at the start of this game, but clearly not anymore. And Tete has just, I think he's sealed the deal, boys and girls. 2-0, and that is a beautiful finish from him to score his first ever goal for Real Madrid, I believe. Just said it, but I can't actually remember. Great ball over the top by Asensio, and Tete's there just to poke it home. Wonder kid, and I'm hoping that he does continue developing, continue getting this game time, and continue scoring goals. And now it is a wee bit more even, but it's still kind of against the run of play for us to be scoring this much. But again, we're not going to complain, and we're going to bring Odegaard off with 20... something, no, 30 something minutes ago. Gosh, I'm not exactly covering myself in glory mathematically. And we're going to bring Hazard on. Hope that this game will give him some opportunities to score, because he needs to get some confidence in him, because currently he's not playing very well. He's been outshone by Memphis Depay, and that's no disrespect to Memphis Depay. He's a class player. That is just disrespect to Hazard, because he is being outshone by people that cost us £20 million. Valverde is now officially picked up a band-aid knock thingamajiggy, so he's going to have to come off, hoping that he doesn't get injured in the future, because kind of a crucial player for our future development in the squad. We're going to continue with this game. Completely forgot to press the continue button. We're on the ball once again. Manquillo trying to play it in, and he's basically won us a penalty there. Manquillo, he's a genius. He's been a brilliant signing for us. I don't want to hear any complaints about them. 6.3, lowest rating on the pitch, but he's thrown it in there, made someone get tripped up. That was all him. He knew the plan, and it looks like we're going to get a penalty to potentially go 3-0 up here tonight. Is it going to be a penalty? It is a penalty, and there has been a lot of penalty shouts in this season. Can we switch it to Hazard? I want to switch it to Hazard. Please tell me Hazard's on it. It is Hazard. He missed his first penalty in the season. Is he going to miss this one? 19 penalties. He can't be missing 2 in a row. Surely not. He steps up to the plate and he finishes it. It is 3-0, and that is all 3 points in the bag. 3 goals, 3 points, 1 goal for Hazard. No complaints from me. Again, it's not exactly the most effective win of all time, 13 shots to their 8, but we're absolutely clinical in front of goal at this point in time, and that is what we want, and that is what we have been struggling with earlier in the season, and they've just gone and got one back. Zapata with a fine header. Maybe we should move down to balance just to help us see this game out in the last few minutes, and we're going to probably make one more substitution. It's going to be, who is it going to be? Isco can come on, because I don't think I've given him a single chance to play in this episode, so he probably does deserve a wee bit of game time. But he hasn't done terribly, to be fair. I think I'm acting like he's played absolutely shocking, but he's just kind of been a bit average. And when you're playing average and the rest of the players in your team are playing like absolute world-class central attacking midfielders, it's kind of hard to wriggle your way into the squad. Zapata goes for the shot there, and Courtois collects it very comfortably. Perhaps this isn't the end of the chance. He's lingering on the ball for quite some time. Jovic trying to win the header there, but can't. But it has worked out for us as Marcel is on the ball down that left-hand side, looking to play it forward. He doesn't need to pass it. He can just run with it, and he probably should have continued running with it. We almost get it through there, as I think it was Zapata trying to play it through, but Tete collects. He's going on a run. He's going for a dribble. He plays it into Jovic, who scores and makes it 4-1. If it wasn't confirmed already, it is certainly confirmed now. Beautiful run from Tete. A great finish by Jovic. You wouldn't expect him to be missing that one. Well, again, it's Football Manager. You never really know what's going to happen. But Tete is having a world-class performance here tonight, and he is showing his potential to be an absolutely world-class player for us out on that right-hand side for the future. Potentially giving Dybala a bit of a competition out there, but currently Dybala is still playing really well, and that's just a one, really good performance from Tete. I mean, he's definitely not a bad player, but in every other, 1 goal and 2 assists. He's been good. He's been good overall. 1 goal and assist in that game, so I can't really downplay it too much. He has been really good. He could be potentially pushing for that spot, but at the end of this episode, we are top of our La Liga table with a game in hand on the team below us, and we are also on top of our European Champions Cup with 3 points ahead of the people below us in the form of Atalanta. So I think that this is going absolutely peachy. I cannot complain about anything that's happened in any of these games here, and we're going to come back sometime. I'd like to play about 5 games, so I'm going to come back for the Celta Vigo game. And then we're going to play against Borussia Mönchengladbach on camera to give ourselves the final Champions League group stage match, as well as just a general league match. I mean, Celta Vigo are playing well at the moment, 4th place, so could be an intense one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you do like this video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as well, and I will see you all later.